What's up guys, it's your boy Kurt, coach of the Brisbane Buzzwolves, bringing you week 2 of the SBN versus EGB and the coach of the Gamehaus Garchomps. This week we're going up against Katana, Zapdos, Flygon, Darmanitan, Sylveon and Mega Tyranitar. This week I brought Banded, Talonflame, a Life Orb, Stealth Rock, Mamoswine again, Sticky Webs, Araquanid, Mega Mawile, DD, Ironhead, Z Earthquake, Dragonite, and a Hazard stacking Silgor. His removal was not the greatest when I was prepping for this, just because he was forced into Defog Zapdos, which allowed me to just do a lot more with my prep. So we're going for Hazard stack this week. We'll get into the game here. So I'm just going to lead off with Talonflame. It was my safest lead. Banded Talonflame basically claimed one every single time unless he led with Scarf Darmanitan, which would have been a problem. And he does lead with Scarf Darmanitan, which is unfortunate. This basically forces me out into either Mamoswine or Mawile. Mawile is not a switch just because if he clicks Flare Blitz here, then I lose my Mawile. And that was probably the worst part. He goes for Rock Slide here on the Mamoswine. Which would have been nice to get in Mawile, but either way, this allows me to just click Icicle Crash since his resist was in and it didn't want to take an Earthquake. So just going for Icicle Crash just to get some damage off and scouting if it's defensive or specially defensive Zapdos, which it does reveal specially defensive. And he's going to reveal Leftovers, so I'm just going to get my rocks up because there's no way he's staying in here. So getting my rocks up is a much safer play. It allows Zapdos to not come back in. It gets chip on this Darmanitan every time. Breaks any potential sashes for Dragonite to clean up. So here I'm forced to switch. I'm going to go into Araquanid just because he's either going to Flare Blitz or U-turn on me here. If he does go for the U-turn, then he probably sacks Zapdos to get in either Tyranitar or Kartana. So he gets in Tyranitar on the U-turn. I'm just going to stay in here. I'm just going to go for Sticky Webs. If I can get my webs up on his rocks, then it makes it a lot easier for Dragonite to set up. If he goes for the kill here, then that allows me to get my Mamoswine back in and force his Tyranitar out. It also allows me to get potentially my Talonflame in to get off a U-turn. So he is going to go for the kill here. I'm just going to go into Mamoswine. It's safer. It allows me to just click Earthquake. His only real play to that is to sack either Zapdos or go into Flygon. But Flygon can't risk the Icicle Crash. So he's going to sack the Zapdos. Sacking Zapdos meaning that the rocks are staying up this game. I didn't have removal on my side of the field. So if he did manage to start getting hazards up, then that was a problem. But I managed to kill his Defogger, so my rocks are staying up. He's going to go into Darm. I'm just going to stay in here. My best play is to sack Mamoswine, get in Dragonite, and start Dragon Dancing. Counting the sand turns. If I go into Dragonite here, the sand will subside this turn. So Dragonite gets a free Dragon Dance up. If he stays in here, then Dragonite just wins right there. So I'm just going to DD. He does go into Sylveon. I take anything from this through multiscale. If he goes for Protect next turn, then either I get up a DD, I can reveal Ironhead, or I can Z-move. I'm going to go for the Z-move though, just because I need to guarantee that I either get a lot of chip on this if he protects, or makes it so that he feels a lot safer as he knows I'm not weakness policy from the Z-move. He can click Hyper Voice much safer. This is not revealing Ironhead. It is revealing Earthquake, which was to deal with Toxapex or Doublade if he decided to bring them. He didn't end up bringing either of those, so I was kind of sad when I saw that, but this was a much safer click versus Sylveon then Dragon Dance, just in case he did Hyper Voice again when he's at full. So I'm just going to Dragon Dance again now though. I did calc this. I do only take maximum 50% from a Hyper Voice from a defensive Sylveon, which it shows there through the damage. So getting up the second Dragon Dance has put me in a good position. I outspeed his Scarf Flygon if he's Scarfed on it. I outspeed Kartana. I outspeed his entire team now, so being able to kill the Sylveon as well. Sylveon was a huge threat. He goes into Flygon, probably thinking that he can still outspeed me. But I'm just going to go straight for the Dragon Claw. It's 100% my safer player. Allows me to... basically from here, I can kill everything except for Kartana from full. So that's the only thing. If he had to go on Kartana here, I would have been forced to switch. But he goes Cheetah, getting chip damage, putting me in Kartana range, which is unfortunate. Thankfully, I still have my Mawile in the back and my Talonflame, as well as a Selgor if I needed a sack. If he did reveal Scarf Kartana, that is. He's gonna go into Darmanitan, probably gonna click Rock Slide. I do outspeed this though, so getting the Earthquake off, killing the Darmanitan. All he's got left now is the Kartana. So versus Kartana, I'm just gonna switch. There's no point in me staying in here and sacking Dragonite. Just gonna save differential here. Going to Talonflame because Talonflame resists both of its stabs. If he goes for Z Smart Strike, I will be able to take one. But he does reveal the Aerial Ace to deal with probably the Araquanid and the Delmise, as well as hitting all of my roster except for Mawile and Raikou for neutral damage. I'm just going to go for the Banded Talonflame Flare Blitz, finish off the Kartana, and win the game 4-0 versus EGB, moving me to 2-0 and moving him to 1-1. Next week we'll be taking on Bernie and the Struggle Bus, so I'll see you guys in week 3.